Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Very glad you guys are tuning back in. I'm going to be making a dual subwoofer box. I'll be using a 3/4 inch MDF. Here is the design for the box itself. Go ahead and screenshot those measurements if you like. This particular box design is going to be a lot different from what I built last time. If you recall, last time I built a T-line subwoofer box for a single 8-inch sub, and this time around it's going to have two subwoofers. Again, they'll be 8 inches each. They'll be downfiring, like I said. It will not be a T-line design. It's going to be a straight up ported box. As you can tell, it's going to have its own chambers. If I recall correctly, my calculations are 0.7 or 0.8 cubic square inches inside. As you can tell by this design, the port itself is going to be about 2 inches wide. So this is the front view that you're looking at. So again, the subs are going to be facing down, right? The cool thing about this box is that the ports will actually be facing outward or the front. So I've tried to label everything for you. Again, if you want to screenshot this or pause the video, whatever you want to do. Let me just give you the overall dimensions. It's going to measure 48 inches across, or 4 feet. And this one is going to be 7.5 inches tall and 10.5 inches deep. The ports themselves are going to be 2 inches. All right.
You're recording a video?
Yes, I am. Say hi.
Hi.
So, folks, we have. I'm gonna make a subwoofer box.
Why you already have two, Danny? Why do you need another one?
It's not for me.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've cut everything to width. Now I'm gonna cut all my pieces to their actual length. Plan out your cuts, maximize your sheet so that you minimize the waste. So the next step is to make the two cutouts for the subwoofers. Before I do that, I am going to take the front facing piece, take it over to my CNC machine right over there, and carve out Caliwood specialty across the front. That was by request. So while that's carving out, I'll be busy making out the cutouts. The X-Carve is doing its thing. It is just starting with the C right there. It's working out the Caliwood. So that's going. It's going to be a few minutes. Alright, so I had to do it in 2 parts. Set up the program to run This was second, and this was first. Caliwood specialty. Anyway, pretty clean cuts here, went pretty slowly, and the machine for this particular cut took about I want to say just over an hour. It is about a 1/8 inch depth cut. By the way, for those wondering, this X-carve setup here is a 1000 by 1000 millimeter rail. It's I think it's the biggest size that they have available. They have a 750 and a 500 millimeter model. So you just saw me install this bit here. This bit has a bushing. The bushing is gonna ride on the outer edge here towards the top, and it is gonna notch out the bottom section. Now that's so that the subwoofer can sit somewhat flush from the bottom of the plate. It won't be fully flush, but it will be recessed into the faceplate itself. Okay, now since we have our box right over there, before we actually begin assembly, remember we have to make the 45-degree bracing, you know, to help support the box structure and help with the airflow. Or we can put even a smaller piece, smaller 45. Yeah, I like that better. And of course, I'm going to be rounding off these sharp edges, as well as these here. Let's take you over to my router station here. As you can see, I've already installed the roundover bit. The material, or the MDF, is going to ride on this bearing here. This bit is I believe a 3/8 inch roundover bit, and so that's what we'll be using to round over all the edges. Before I go, One more.
Okay.
Wait. I believe this is a 1.1 inch. Let's give that a shot there. Nice little press fit. This is the divider. I'm gonna split this so I'm able to run it through. This is what this looks like on this end. I could zip tie these. Wasn't sure if my paint roller was gonna fit in this port, so I went ahead and sprayed it in matte or flat black. Same thing on the port side, on the faceplate as well. So let's go ahead and peel that. Look at that clean stripe. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. I just didn't want to get paint all over. There it is, all clamped up. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of a primer. We're gonna round over these ports, this one and the one over on the left hand side. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this thing here. The iX8D4. That's for dual 4-ohm speaker. All right, and you know, same deal. You've seen this speaker before. Let's see here. There it is. Yeah. We'll open up the other one in a second here, but it's the exact same thing. Again, dual voice coil. All right, let's go ahead and drop these into the box. All right, here we go. So again, this is how I'll be wiring the subs. So again, this is how I'm going to be wiring the subs. We'll be taking the negative terminal from the amp into the negative voice coil of the first sub, and continuing on to the negative voice coil of the second sub. From there, just run one cable from positive terminal to the negative terminal of the second voice coil there, and then simply do the same thing in reverse for the positive. Take the positive, run it to the first sub, and then from there to the positive terminal of the amp. On the negative side here, we'll just take one piece of cable, run it from negative to positive, kind of like the opposite what we did on the second sub here. All right, kind of like that. Like so. And then we'll bring this around here. And then, so this is our negative lead from coming in from the other chain. Turn the speaker around here. Let's see here. Just drop it in here. Like so. Between each. Then we simply just drop this in. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Oh, I forgot something, guys. Did you guys notice what I forgot? Well, let's do this over here, and then we'll go back and do it on the other one. But yes, I forgot to add the gasket. All right, before we actually wire up this second speaker, let's go ahead and solder some leads here. All right, so now that it's soldered up, let's go ahead and run this cable through. We'll pop in the plate after the speaker is already set in and screwed. On this side, once again, we're gonna take our well, positive to negative leads from each voice coil. That's one. It's gonna go over to the, so this is the positive, it's gonna go over to the negative right over here. There it is. Now the next step here is we are going to be taking two sets of cables. We're taking our positive lead that's coming in from the connector plate, and the other positive is coming from the other speaker that we just wired up. Same things with the negative lead here. If you're following the drawing that I had up earlier, that's exactly what I'm doing. Pop in the negative. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Twist this around. Oh, just barely. Very nice. And simply face it that way. Nice and horizontal. Right about there. Perfect. Okay, and of course we gotta finish it off by dropping in the connector plate. Okay, it is gonna be a tight fit here, so we'll need to persuade it to get in there. That looks really good. Alright, so let's go ahead and test out the new subwoofer. But first we'll need to remove the old subwoofer that I built here a while ago. There it is. Let's go ahead and test these bad boys out. Guys, so definitely I'm getting a deeper bass compared to that last T-line box design I did. Definitely like this one, don't get me wrong, the other one is awesome, but this one is pretty much what all the folks in the comment sections were talking about last time, indicating that, hey, you know, the T-line is better suited for a home entertainment center system, which is pretty accurate. Yeah, the T-line is you'll definitely produce very low, clean, deep bass. Obviously there's 2 8s running now, so you will get a lot more bass out of 2 subs versus just 1. The box design is on point with this one. It's very hard to describe to you with words what I'm listening to between the 2 speakers. I guess you'll just have to do a comparison on your own. You know, throw on some good high quality headphones or earbuds. Even better, earbuds you'll be able to tell the difference. So go ahead and check out that other video, compare it to what it sounds like to this 2 sub setup, and you'll definitely hear a difference. Again, with this one, it's a lot more boomy, clean boomy. It's not that muddy, nasty bass that nobody wants to hear. It's very clean, louder bass compared to the other T-line design. With the T-line design, it was very low sounding bass, which filled the cabin here pretty nicely. And once again, very happy with this build. This will be going out very shortly. Let me leave you with a couple more songs here, which all these songs will be linked down in the description. Again, I don't have any copyright this music, so enjoy, guys. All right, so there you go, folks. I'll be putting my speaker box back in here, and this is going straight out. Very happy with the results. Once again, hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, comments, please hit me up, and I'll do my best to address them. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Never know what's in store for the next project, or audio project that is. So thanks for tuning in.